Welcome back, Sunday Society, to another episode of Taking Back Sunday. Today we have a very special guest with us on the couch, Miss Brinley. You say hi, B? Hi. She has promised us that she will not be bashful this time and that she is going to give all the hot takes on these Am I the Grinch Christmas-themed stories.
Yes.
So let's grab our coffee, get comfy, and let's take back Sunday.
Am I the Grinch for refusing to adhere to my sister-in-law's Christmas gift list? For Christmas, I am 30 female, my husband's 30 male, and I am hosting my parents, my brother Chris, his wife Amy, their 2 sons, and my sister and her boyfriend. The background to all of this is that Amy complains about every gift she's ever been given. By any of that family, their family. Every Christmas, she makes faces and snide remarks about the things she's gifted. For example, last year, me and my husband, gifted Amy and Chris a joint present of an expensive coffee maker, which is the same one we have at home that Chris loved when they visited. Amy's only remark, not even a thank you, was, "Oh, well, this isn't really for me, is it?" And then to make a great show of being annoyed that she didn't get a separate gift.
So is this the poster's sister-in-law? Like it's her husband's brother's wife? I missed that.
It's her brother's wife.
Oh.
So yeah,
her brother's wife.
It's Amy. No, it's this writer's brother's wife.
Okay. So Chris is her brother.
Yes.
Okay. Noted.
Okay. A few days ago, Amy included the whole family on a group email with a Christmas list for her and the kids, saying that she would only accept gifts from this list. On her list was expensive perfumes, links to expensive clothing items, and designer handbags. I was livid.
That's crazy.
My parents were offended as well, but didn't want to say anything. They never do, parents, to Amy. But I wasn't going to hold back in the face of what I felt was grossly entitled behavior. I replied to Amy's email saying I wouldn't be purchasing anything on that list and that if she wanted to shop for a Louis Vuitton wallet, I was happy to put her in touch with my saleswoman.
Oh.
Ooh, that was passive aggressive.
Yeah, that was swift.
I also said that if she didn't like what she received for Christmas, she was welcome to just leave it at my house. Chris, her brother, blew up at me saying Amy was just trying to make everything easier for everybody by giving suggestions. I disagree and told him I think Amy was trying to find a sneaky way to get a few things she normally can't afford for free, which in my opinion is not the spirit of Christmas, and I think she's being extremely childish. My parents think I shouldn't have said anything, but Lucia, which is her sister, with this writer's sister, said I absolutely should have because she wasn't going to be spending hundreds on Amy's Christmas list either. Was I the Grinch for not going along with it? And there's 2 edits. One said, for everyone asking, yes, Amy drinks coffee and uses the coffee machine. And then the second edit is, no, she and Chris do not gift anyone anything of like value, the same value of those items that were on her list. Chris does the Christmas shopping and our family is big on adult gifting. We buy big things for kids, but we tend to get each other little things like, hampers for couples. I bought my mom a teapot one year, things like that. Certainly nothing in the price range Amy had put on the list.
Good Lord. So, no, I don't think that the sister, like the OP is the Grinch. Like, there was something that she, like, in there that they said, like, it sounds like she just wants gifts for free, whatever. If that was kind of the vibe that they all spend like hundreds of dollars on each other, whatever. And also these are her in-laws that she's sending this to. This isn't even her own family.
Yeah.
If one of my brother's girlfriends or wives sent a list like that, it would be a little out of left field because we don't spend that. I mean, we do Secret Santa with my brothers. Like we don't even buy every sibling a present anymore.
Yeah.
Like we draw from a hat. I am buying one brother, one present.
Yeah.
Because it's just, that's not what,
in
like
this
you said,
economy.
Yeah, that's not what it's about. Christmas isn't about getting big, expensive gifts. And she just kind of sounds a little spoiled.
What do you think?
So if Corbin, when you guys grow up, if Corbin's wife you and your husband gave them these nice presents that you thought were very thoughtful, and you purchased them with good intentions. And Corbin's wife is like, well, here's a list of Louis Vuitton that I want instead next year, so you guys get it right. How would you feel? Would you buy what she sent you? No. No.
So for me, I think that the big thing is that she said this is the only things that she will accept.
That too.
That's part. Where it's like, and not a suggestion and like trying to be helpful of, oh, here are some things.
If you don't, if you can't find anything, here's some ideas of the types of things that I like.
It was this is what I'll be
accepting. These are the only things. What are you going to do with the rest of it? I hope she got nothing. I hope that nobody got her anything that year.
So what do you think, B?
I think Amy is the Grinch.
Oh, yeah.
The sister-in-law.
Yeah. She is. She's kind of taken the fun out of Christmas.
Yep. I think we can all agree Amy is the Grinch.
Yep.
All right. Am I the Grinch for ruining Christmas and being upset the only gifts I got from my family were joke gifts?
Ooh.
Some background. My family likes to play pranks with Christmas and birthday gifts. It's nothing new. I, 21 female, as well as my 5 siblings from 29 to 37 years old, have all been pranked on our birthdays and on Christmas, and usually it's 1 or 2 gifts. This Christmas, though, I was the only person to get all joke gifts. For example, I unwrapped a MacBook from my brother, and when I opened it, it was just some chocolate, which I don't eat, so I gave it away. And the MacBook was actually given to my sister inside a bag she wanted. Another gift was...
Brinley is just like,
the audacity.
Would you be so hurt if you opened a MacBook box and there was just chocolate in it?
Yes.
And then Corbin got the MacBook?
Yeah, that would be mad.
Yeah, that would hurt my feelings. Another gift was what I thought was a book I put on my Christmas list, was actually just the book cover put on a dictionary. When I asked my mom about the book, she told me she gave it to my sister-in-law. This went on with each present my siblings or parents had given me. AirPods was just a charger block, adapter, gift cards were used and had 0 balance, a card with Monopoly money, and so on, totaling about 12 joke gifts. I realized I went out of my way to get everyone something they wanted or they'd like, and I didn't get anything. At this point, I was bummed, so I went to the living room to watch TV with my boyfriend. At dinner, they were all talking about how much they loved their gifts, and when my dad asked why I hadn't said anything about mine, I said there wasn't much to say. Everyone but my boyfriend laughed, and my mom said it was no big deal as everyone else also got some joke gifts. I told her every gift I got was a joke, and that the ones they got were also followed by the real one. My dad told me I needed to relax as I'm making a big deal about it, and I'd have next Christmas to get the stuff on my list. Hold on, 21. And the siblings are 29 to 37. Y'all are too grown for this. Not wanting to go back and forth, I told my boyfriend I wanted to leave and we can spend the rest of Christmas break with his family, then go home. My family got mad and told me not to go and just stay because it wasn't serious. I left and put my phone on Do Not Disturb during the drive, and by the time we got to my boyfriend's parents' house, I had several missed calls and texts from them calling me names like ungrateful, sensitive, and childish. They said I ruined Christmas and made my parents upset because I left. The next day, I exchanged and opened gifts with my boyfriend and his family, and one of the gifts I had gotten was the book that I wanted, the book that my mom pretended to gift me. I posted it on my Instagram story, and not even 0 minutes after posting it, my sister sent a screenshot of my story to the whole family group chat, and they basically got mad at me for leaving and telling me I ruined Christmas over some presents. They told me I owe everyone, especially my parents, an apology, because my mom spent New Year's sad because of my actions. Now I just want an outside party to tell me if I'm the Grinch here. Am I in the wrong for being upset about the gifts and for leaving? After reading their messages and sitting on this for a few days, I'm now feeling like maybe I was upset over nothing and need to apologize to them. Gonna edit as there may have been some misunderstanding. My Christmas list didn't include expensive gifts, nor was I upset that I didn't receive expensive gifts. I was merely upset because of being pranked. Yeah, being pranked with everything I got and being the only person who didn't get a real present. That is all. Another thing I'll address is I didn't do anything to my family which would warrant them doing this. The last big argument I had was with my sister, which was over 1.5 years ago. Thank you for the replies, and I will try my best. Whatever. Oh, editing once more to add, I participated in joke gifts when I was a kid. Haven't participated in the last 10 plus years because I didn't enjoy it or find it funny, which they do know. And that is the last that's the last edit. So do you think that this poster is the Grinch for leaving?
I think her family is
Yeah.
extremely the Grinch.
I think her family is the Grinch, but I don't think she's the Grinch.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like, they gave her, like, a wrapping of good presents and then just gave her, like, not good presents.
They literally bought the gifts that were on her list and they gifted them to other people.
Yeah, like,
And
I don't think it's fair.
yeah, one gift, that's funny.
I would have cried. I would have been so hurt.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a big, like, I don't need gifts. So if I tell you something that I really want, like a book, and you give me the book cover and give someone else that book, I would have been so hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. And as somebody who, in my family, I do have a big family. I have 4 brothers. I was there for a while. It hasn't been like this for probably 15 years, but I was kind of the butt of the joke because it was easy to get me riled up. They would kind of beat it to death, some of the things that they would say. And like, it does suck to be that person when you're like, because then when you finally have had enough, they look at you like, oh my gosh, just calm down. I'm like, you calm down. Yeah. You've been making fun of my hot thighs for 10 years. Leave me alone.
Your hot thighs?
I got sunburned so bad one time.
Oh.
And they called me hot thighs for 10 years. And it drove me crazy.
Guess what I'm calling Bianca now.
Oh man.
Hot thighs.
Listen, Amanda, if you're listening, it was you. You know what you did. Brinley, how would you feel if every present you got was just like the box of the actual gift and Corbin got the real gift that was in the box? Oh, I can just see it.
I would be mad.
Who would you be mad at, Corbin or your parents?
My parents.
Yeah.
Do you think Corbin would be mad? No.
Because he would get the good gift.
He would be the one.
The bad gift.
Yeah. Now, I think 1 or 2, that's funny. Yeah. I think, you get, you make someone brownies and it's just a brown construction paper cut out in the letter E. That's funny. Yeah. 1. Yeah. Not 75.
Yeah, I feel like you would still get a joke gift, but you would still get them like real presents.
So exactly. I got a joke gift one year. Well, kind of. So it was a huge box and it had my name on it. And I was like, I didn't ask for anything.
Yeah.
When I opened it, it was just a piece of paper that my dad had wrote like, hey, we know you wanted a laptop for college, but it was too expensive, and it was like, whatever. Well, down in the peanuts of this huge box, like a foot down.
Yeah.
Was the laptop.
Yeah.
And I like put it to the side and was like, it's okay. And like, I was like, why would you even wrap that to tell me you're not giving me something? I was like, this is wild.
And then they're like, girl, look again.
Like, I wasn't upset. Yeah. My dad was like,
yeah.
why don't you look in there a little farther?
I think those are fun.
Yeah.
I think those are fun gifts.
Or like the ones where you've duct taped, like you open the wrapping and there's just duct tape and like, yeah, that's funny.
Or like the huge box and then there's another box and a box and a box and a box and it's just like a tiny little present, like AirPods.
Yeah, but I don't understand
the motive here.
It feels mean.
Yeah, it does.
It feels like that is
she's the
butt of the jokes. Yeah. Okay.
I feel bad. So I would be curious to know where she is in the family order.
Probably a middle child.
Yeah, or I don't know, she says ranging 29 to 37 and she's 21. So I think she's the baby. So maybe they pick on her because she's the youngest.
Well, 27, there's somebody younger than her.
She's 21.
Oh, okay.
29 to 37 are her older other siblings.
I feel like always the middle childs always get picked on.
That's true. Or just forgotten, overlooked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
It's easy in our family because we just have the 3 of you.
Yeah. And
so
Adeline's like, you still treat her like us.
So it's just it's just 3 of you. When you start getting to 4, 5, 6, people start getting lost in the mix.
6, 7.
Okay.
All right, Hannah, what you got?
Am I the Grinch for ruining Christmas for my kids growing up?
Uh-oh.
This happened last year, but it was recently brought up again. My son is still kind of annoyed about it, so my daughter suggested I post here.
That sounds logical.
I, 53 male, have never enjoyed Christmas. I never enjoyed decorating or the shopping or any of that. My wife has always loved it. When we had kids who I will call Mark and Emily, I told my wife that, and they're 25 and 23. I told my wife I didn't want to be involved in anything Christmas related or wanted anything overly done in the house.
Triggered. I'm already triggered. I want to punch somebody. I'm sorry. I'm so mad. I'm so angry.
I admit that sometimes I would complain that the house was overly decorated and took things down or wouldn't let them do certain things. My wife and I had more than one fight about it. My wife passed away 3 years ago.
I hope that she haunts him on Christmas.
The spirit of Christmas.
I hope that she haunts him. Sorry. I hope that I don't have to eat my words.
Every time you talk, the tree moves like it's talking too.
We are Christmas joined. We are mad.
The chair's like hitting it.
And I talk boisterously.
So last year, I was with Mark and his now wife, who I'll call Amy. Amy really decked the whole house out. I made a comment.
It sounds like a Karen name.
Sorry, Amy's.
Yes. Amy really decked the whole house out. I made a comment that I thought it was funny and that it looked like Christmas exploded in their house, which I've heard people say that.
Too.
I don't think that's an insult.
No, but with his background, like with all their experience.
Amy laughed and she said she loved Christmas and enjoyed decorating for it. I told her that I thought that was a waste of time, honestly, and that the money spent on decorations could be spent on much better things. I asked, no one asked you.
Yeah.
I asked Mark how he felt about considering we've always put our money towards other things and didn't do things like that. I expected him to laugh, but he did not.
I bet not.
Instead, he told me he would have loved to do things like this growing up, but I never let them. And even though my wife tried to do fun Christmas-related things with them, I almost always found a way to ruin it for them. He said he got it. I hated Christmas. That was my right. But it was awful that I tried to make them hate Christmas too. I said I never tried to make them hate Christmas, but he argued that I was Scrooge, and anytime they did anything remotely fun or festive, I found a way to ruin it. My wife baked tons of cookies and treats. I didn't even let them have any. I just took them all to work. My wife wanted to take them ice skating. What
is funny? I'm upset.
My wife wanted to take them ice skating. I made sure to find a reason they couldn't go. My wife wanted to take them...
You got the giggles? Like, I'm angry.
It was funny that they wouldn't let him have any treats. But he baked them for
the mom baked all these treats and the dad said, the dad said the kids couldn't have any.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is. She'll get angry with me. Stop laughing.
My wife wanted to take them to the Christmas parade our town had every year. I made sure to make plans on that day so they couldn't go. He said that he and Emily loved Christmas and really enjoyed now being able to do everything they wanted to do as kids because I wouldn't let them. I felt really attacked at this point and said that if he was so miserable, why didn't he ever say anything? He pointed out that he had repeatedly and that I just didn't care. I only cared about my view and that I wasn't willing to allow them to celebrate because I didn't want to and that I was selfish. I was pretty upset and I told him I wouldn't talk to him until I got an apology for how rudely he spoke to me. He won't apologize and our relationship has suffered because of it. I really don't think I did anything terrible here, but my daughter has agreed that I did make it hard to enjoy the holidays because of my attitude and suggested I post it here because Emily knew.
Emily.
Am I the Grinch for ruining Christmas for my kids?
I know exactly how those kids feel. And he is 100% the Grinch. Literally, like stole Christmas from his kids.
Every year.
Every
and
year.
His wife, who now is gone.
Yeah. And she took that opportunity to make memories with her children. Shame on you.
So see, Zach, for example, Zach doesn't really like doing the Christmas tree, but he brings the tree up. And every year when we're done with it, he takes it back downstairs. He'll bring it up. He'll bring up all the stuff. And then he's like, okay, it's you guys. And we'll fluff the tree and put it on. But he doesn't, I do overdo Christmas. I do come up with fun things. I do decorate. Halloween's the same way. I will,
But he doesn't shame you.
He doesn't shame
me. He might joke that it's like, oh my gosh, we're doing it again. It's LOL. But he puts Christmas lights up for crying out loud.
Like, and that he always does. He always wants our house to be lit up with Christmas lights.
Yep.
I just think that, like, he wouldn't purposely keep us from doing things that we enjoy.
Yeah.
That's what this guy did.
Yeah.
What do you think? How, if Dad was like that, what would you say? Would you, okay, I already see it. What would you say?
I would say he would be a Grinch.
Sometimes I joke that your dad's a Grinch because he really doesn't like Christmas music.
Yeah.
A Grinch. But even at the end,
a little bit.
Even at the end, the Grinch, his heart grows.
His heart
you
grows
know, this guy
3 times its size.
Yeah. And even like Scrooge.
Somebody needs to help this man's heart grow.
Yeah. I don't think it's possible. He sounds like a narcissist and a complete jerk.
And I think that Emily, the daughter, was like, yeah, let's put this on here so other people.
She knew what she was doing, 100%.
I feel like that story's kind of like that, but Dad also, he likes Christmas stuff. He just doesn't like how we put it up so early.
Yeah.
That's true. He likes it, but like within the appropriate timeline of Christmas.
10 days before Christmas.
I know, he's such a Scrooge.
Yeah. And see, I am not. I love Christmas, but like when Christmas is over, I'm ready for everything to come down and my house to go back to like
normal.
Yes.
Regularly scheduled hours.
Because I do feel like when you're decorating and you like go above and beyond, it feels almost a little like clustery. Like you just
it can.
And
I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on.
So I like that like clean slate after Christmas, but man, I enjoy Christmas. And I don't care about gifts. Like I do not care about giving gifts. It's about experiences and memories and giving that I love so much.
Yeah, not necessarily like the physical things, but it's just giving.
Brinley is her love language. She loves getting gifts. It makes her feel very loved.
And I also like giving gifts.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So funny that this was your story, because my story now is, am I the Grinch for telling my wife she's the one ruining all the Christmas fun for the kids?
Oh my.
So
okay.
You've got a dad ruining, I've got a mom ruining.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. We have we have twin 5-year-old boys, Kai and Nick. Since they were younger, we like to get festive and include them in decorating the house. They were more enthusiastic about it this year since we moved into a new house with more space to decorate everything. The last couple of days haven't been so great. Last year, my wife wanted all of us to do decorations exactly how she wants it, and the boys mostly listened, well, about as much as any 4-year-old would. On multiple occasions, my wife has gotten frustrated with them because, quote, they're not decorating right, and they want to do things how they want. Therefore, such as how to make their own gingerbread houses or what they want to decorate their rooms. My wife doesn't like how they want to set out their ornaments or stockings. I've had to talk to her several times alone to remind her that they're 5 and let them have a little freedom about what they want to put on their mini Christmas tree. She always gets mad because that's not how it's supposed to be done. Me personally, I don't see how it's a big deal that a child wants to put a cutout of a snowman they drew on paper up on the tree as an ornament. My son made it because he wanted to put it on the tree. I got home yesterday. Kai was crying, having a tantrum. My wife was trying to talk to him. He said he hates Christmas and doesn't want to do it anymore, and was complaining that mommy wouldn't let him put gumdrops all over the roof. Again, my wife and I talked because this was honestly getting ridiculous. She insisted that Kai start over because the gingerbread house looked too messy, according to her. He's 5. It's gonna look messy. For me, I kind of lost it a little. I told her to stop being ridiculous, let the kids have their fun. My wife says she's just trying to get them in the Christmas spirit so they can enjoy, and I told her no, all you're doing is ruining it for them. And now I'm the Grinch because she says she's the one who's been trying to make it all perfect and trying to show the kids how to properly decorate. And I know Christmas is a special time for her, but I didn't like how she's trying to force her ideas onto the boys when they want to express their own creativity in a different way, if that makes sense. She still thinks I'm the Grinch for putting the blame on her. Neither of the kids want to help out with any decorations, though, and that's really hurt her feelings. Even more after what I said. Am I the Grinch?
No.
I mean, it sounds like he tried to have, like, private conversations, tell her, like, hey, you're kind of pushing it too far. Let them decorate their mini trees. Let them decorate their gumdrop gingerbread houses on their own. Like, he tried to have the civil conversation, and then he had come to the edge.
What do you think?
I think the wife is the Grinch, but I think the dad is not a Grinch. He tried to tell her, like, it's their stuff, let them, they're only, was it 5 or 4?
5.
5.
I think that Pinterest makes women want to strive for perfection, and if everything has to be aesthetically pleasing. I know that I am not like that, but I'm like, guys, don't put 2 ornaments.
But you do like when we have company over, you like to have the house neat and like
it looks perfect.
Yeah.
So I understand. Although I could see a compromise, like, okay, the decorations in the main part of the house need to be mom approved, but the ones in their rooms, it's their rooms.
Their room. And I feel like when it said she wouldn't let them decorate and like their gingerbread house and it looked too messy, they made them over. I feel like that's the fun thing about Christmas. It's supposed to look unique and like let them do it like it's not like it's gonna be a Christmas decoration you're gonna keep every year.
Yeah.
It's gonna get thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
Or eaten.
Oh, see, the gingerbread houses we make, you can't eat them.
I've never made one, so I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like you should just...
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do gingerbread. We do them every year. You'll have to come over.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not very good at it. I usually don't buy one and just help Brinley with hers.
Last year, dogs ate all of ours.
Yeah,
that tracks.
They just ate mine.
That also tracks.
It was like they didn't want mine up.
I usually throw in some extra icing. I'll make some extra icing to like.
And I like when we make cookies.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and like the sugar cookies, they don't have to be perfect. They're I don't care. I'm like, decorate these cookies.
Yeah.
I do understand a little bit of like wanting it to be perfect because I feel like everything we look at, that's the image that it's like this is the way you're supposed to do things.
Yeah.
I just don't think I think she needs to compromise.
Yeah, she needs to loosen up a little bit with them.
And even on my tree that I'm very particular about, I have some homemade decorations for my kids, and those are special.
Yeah, those are really the only ones that Mom puts on our tree.
That's wild because she has that huge tree and it's so pretty. I would, that's where I am. I would have that one be like the perfect tree.
Yeah.
And then I would have another tree that would be like the handmade stuff.
Yeah. Nope. She's got like 45 trees and different. Yeah. That's kind of what I grew up with was that. I mean, when you think of like classic 90s Christmas, like the tree is littered in the ornaments that you made at school, at Sunday school, our pictures are all over the tree. It's never been
bright garland. That,
and the tinsel. Yeah. It's
tinsel.
That's what it's never been picture perfect, but I've loved it. It's been wonderful. And I posted something actually that was like Christmas. People are craving that now. Like they don't want to have that perfectly curated Christmas. They want to have it where it feels warm and it feels like Christmas and doesn't just look good. So that's kind of where I am.
I think that's where we're at as a society. Everybody worries about how it's going to look.
Yeah.
Versus how it feels.
Yep. And looks fade.
Remember, if I start acting like that, you can just be like, Mom, what was this lady's name?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Wife.
Don't
Grinch.
Don't be a Grinch.
Don't be a Grinch. You heard it here, folks. She's given her permission to call her out. Call her a Grinch.
Sometimes I have to. I think that again, that it's a perfection, like striving for perfection.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah, because you know what is motivating it.
Yeah, I feel like when moms, like when they're trying to find ideas on Pinterest, they do try to copy it. But like when you're like a kid, you look on there and like I feel like a lot of people look on there and just get ideas. Like and people share that just to like give people ideas, not to like copy.
Yeah, and just like inspiration. Yeah.
I feel like they should like let their kids decorate and make ornaments for their trees.
Yeah, like I agree.
You only get 18 Christmases with your kids, you know?
Yeah. Like it's
maybe.
Some
people don't get 18.
Yeah. It's like it's like their tree. It's gonna be in their room.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not like people's gonna come over and go inspect your room.
Listen,
Exactly.
that's how moms be acting. No offense to your mom, but that's how parents be acting. Like, we got company coming over. Are they coming to my room?
So Zach will tell me when we would get ready for holidays, he'd be like, Hannah, they're not going to look in the closets to make sure everything is perfect and organized. And I'm like, what if they open it?
What if they do?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So what's your next one?
Am I the Grinch for rejecting a beloved Christmas tradition?
Uh-oh.
Or beloved?
No, beloved is how I would say it. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Okay, this is the lowest of low stakes, but it's a Christmas.
That's part of the. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
It's a Christmas issue that has come up, and so I could use an outside opinion on.
Well, we got him.
I am 38-year-old female. I am happily single and child-free, so I spent the holidays with my family of origin.
Okay.
Even though we live on opposite U.S. coasts, I have good relationships with my mom, dad, and younger sister, who's 32. Ever since we were very young, my family has a Christmas Eve tradition of my dad reading the Christmas story from the Bible and the night before Christmas poem to my sister and I. We sit in our pajamas on the couch, each next to our dad, while my mom takes pictures. Please note the use of the present tense here. While it was cute when we were kids and a fun bit of nostalgia, even through our teen years, now that my sister and I are grown adults and have been for a long time, it feels weird and awkward, and I would rather not do it. Last year, I mentioned offhanded that maybe we might consider not doing the Christmas Eve story time. Or perhaps we just do the biblical one, because faith is complicated for me, but it is important to my family, and skip the pajama pictures. Well, you would have thought I suggested lighting the Christmas tree on fire and peeing on the ashes.
Oh my gosh.
The sheer horror with which my family reacted surprised even me. My sister, who I thought might feel somewhat similar, instead kept wailing, "It's tradition." My dad, who is usually not passive aggressive, just shut down, saying things like, "Well, I guess we don't have to, even though it's important to other members of the family." My mom essentially just pretended like she didn't hear me. They wanted to know why, or why I would even suggest such a terrible thing. I'm generally not someone to poo-poo things just because they're associated with childhood, and my t-shirt collection would prove it. But I said that it honestly makes me feel like a small child in a way that's uncomfortable. But why? They wanted to know, why would something so important to them make me feel uncomfortable? My mom doesn't post the pictures anywhere, and I've always loved it before. I haven't since my 30s. But this is the first time I've spoken up. So what's wrong with me? No answer would placate them. Long story short, we did the thing anyway. We're going to do the thing this year, no matter how I feel about it. My family has loved and supported me in everything, and maybe I'm just being a Grinch. So tell me, Reddit, am I a Grinch for trying to play the adult card? I shall accept your crowdsourced wisdom. What do you think? We are just free speaking. Whatever you say is okay.
I think she kind of is a Grinch.
I think so too. Why do you think she's kind of a Grinch?
Because I feel like she's kind of making it about herself.
Yeah.
It's very insightful for a 10-year-old.
Yeah. So I would agree. I do think she's kind of a Grinch because it isn't. She did say it's low stakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, she understands that this is not that deep.
I get not wanting to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But like, at what cost? And apparently it's really important to her parents, who love her and support her and sound like great parents. I just feel like, what is the harm in sitting in your pajamas, taking a picture, and listening to the Christmas story?
Like, it's not that big of a deal. You only get a few Christmases with your parents.
Yeah.
Because they can, like, especially when you're getting older, they get older too, and, like, they could get sick and, like...
Yeah, they're not around for forever.
Yeah.
What about you, Bianca?
So the whole time I was really this is one that I was really conflicted, because I agree with you, where it's like, just put your pajamas on and sit and listen to your dad tell the story. But then on the other, and first of all, most importantly, she needs to maybe talk to a therapist about why it's uncomfortable for her to do that. Like, that feels weird. And like, her parents were trying to understand, like, what about it makes you uncomfortable? I think she might need to talk to somebody about that. But also
it
it's
feels like acting like she's a child makes her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, a kind of a red flag.
Yeah,
I enjoy Christmas because I do feel like a kid. It's
right.
Even though I have kids and I'm making Christmas, it makes me feel like a kid again because it's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get to like, you decorate with them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of childhood memories.
Yeah.
From when you
But she isn't
decorated.
liking the childhood memories. So that's,
No.
yeah, so
I would wonder if they, like, if her sister has kids, because it didn't say. And that was the first thing I thought, because we have a tradition that we do and that we've done since I was a kid where you sing a Christmas song before you get to open your presents. And I'm 35 at this point. I've been doing this since I was 5. You know, at what point do like we transition out of it and like Declan and Adam and Oliver come up and it's their turn, like the adults are out? But my mom loves it. And we do it every year, even though most of us are like, oh, we have to sing again this year, guys. It's just not that serious to not do it, because it's what, 30 seconds of our lives where we sing a Christmas song and we make our mom cry. Like, come on, it's going to be okay. I think that and we only get a snapshot. We don't know anything about her life. I think that there's some things that need to be worked through.
Well, and I figured that you were going to have a little bit more of a middle of the road, because she can say she doesn't want to do something. Like,
she's allowed to not want it.
I am a people pleaser and don't like to say no.
Well, and with family, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
I was like, ooh, it sounds like it's really important to your parents, and it's no big deal. Just let it, just do it.
Mom made us sing a Christmas song last year, and I was like, that's the fun thing.
I thought it was a dance. Was it a song?
It was a song. I feel like you made us do a song and a dance.
So I low-key love it. I really do love singing every year.
But I love traditions.
I do too.
Like, it's a fun thing to look back when you're an adult.
100%.
And like when your parents aren't there anymore, you can like have that memory of doing that with
and
people.
Maybe pass that tradition down.
So like you can do that with your kids.
And here's the last thing I'll say about it. Your parents, for the most part, and it sounds like this is the case with them, they work so hard to make Christmas magical for their children. Pay it forward. Pay it back to them. You know, like they do it to make you happy.
Yep,
so
I agree.
It's a small thing, teeny tiny thing that you can suck it up and just do it. Am I the Grinch for uninviting my sister to Christmas dinner after I found out she posted my fiance's ring in a ring shaming Facebook group?
Drama.
I was about to say the same thing.
My hands are
sweaty. Okay. Shake it out, girl. All right. I proposed to my fiance last week. Her and my sister have always gotten along really well. Last night, my fiance began getting screenshots from random people of a post my sister had made in this group of over 110,000 people bashing my fiance's ring. We didn't even know these types of groups existed. My fiance is incredibly upset. I called my sister and told her to take it down. She apologized, but said it was too late to take it down and, quote, it was all in good fun. She said the people in these groups just do it for laughs and don't mean any harm by it. Regardless of the intent, harm was done, and now my fiance and I don't want my sister to come to our home for Christmas dinner. This must have been posted in 2020 or 2021. It says we live in an area with no COVID cases and lifted restrictions. Even so, it's a small dinner, only 10 now, 9 people coming. My mother is incredibly upset that I uninvited my sister. Even though she thinks what my sister did was wrong, she thinks since my sister apologized and since she's always had a dark sense of humor, we should accept her apology and not upset my grandparents by not having all of their grandchildren there. I think once I explain to them why having my sister there will upset my fiance, they will understand. Am I the Grinch? And since everyone is curious, it's a 3.5 round solitaire with a paved band. My sister insulted the band, said it looked gaudy, and no one will ever believe it's a real diamond. Though she knows it's a real diamond from our great-grandmother's engagement ring, and said my fiance only likes it because, quote, she has disgusting taste. She saw the ring before I proposed and said she loved it.
She is the Grinch.
The sister.
The sister is the Grinch.
The poster
She has
is
every
not.
right to not have.
Yeah.
she has every right not to have her at Christmas. That was, and she asked her to take it down, and she still refused. That to me is done.
Yeah, I feel like even if you say sorry, but you still don't take it down, so like
you're not sorry. You're showing that your behavior was fine.
You're saying you're sorry, but you're really not, and like you, even if you really were sorry, you still didn't take it down. So you shouldn't even.
Like, this would be like Brinley. Pretend if Corbin proposes to Lily one day and you take a picture of the ring and you post it on this Facebook page and say it's disgusting. Would you think Corbin would want you around? No, because that's cruel.
It is.
It's just, it's heartless. Like, it's not your ring, girly pop. You don't have to. And I did know that sites like this or pages like this existed, and that it's just sad. It's hurtful, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why do we just take so much joy in bringing other people down for something that literally does not affect us whatsoever?
Doesn't matter. So, am I the Grinch for trying to alter the dress code at my in-laws' Christmas and saying I would show up in sweats?
Oh, I love sweatpants.
I know. I thought about that when I read this. I have a bit of a complicated relationship with my husband's family. Mother-in-law claims she likes me, but I don't think she does. She also claims she loves and adores her grandchildren, but will do pretty much anything to avoid spending time with them. As a result, the relationship is pretty strained, and we only see her holidays and an occasional family dinner. I don't really like doing holidays at my mother-in-law's house because it is so formal. Everyone dresses super nice, hair and makeup is perfect. Mother-in-law pretty much lives for this stuff. Despite the annoying dress code, my husband gets to see his siblings, my kids get to see their cousins, and mother-in-law mostly ignores us anyway. This year is our year to spend Christmas with the in-laws, and I have been getting annoyed about the clothing aspect for months. It just seems so silly to me and almost like a weird competition between the women in the family. I broached the topic to mother-in-law, and she said holidays are supposed to be special, and my generation is so lazy. That annoyed me, so I talked to some of the younger women who also have small kids. One sister-in-law said I was ruining Christmas. One kind of agreed, but said it wasn't worth the fight with their mom. Mother-in-law called me recently and demanded to know why I was talking behind her back to her guests.
To her guests or her kids?
Her guests. Their kids. I explained I was just trying to see how people felt about it, because to me, the formal attire is just another layer of stress, and it is spiraling into some sad beauty pageant. I've heard mother-in-law make comments about how she has to look perfect because so-and-so is coming. Mother-in-law said it was tacky for me to ask around, and I need to stop trying to change their family, and I'm so rude and entitled for thinking I get to make changes when I'm just married in. That made me mad, and I said she can wear whatever, but I will be coming in sweats and my kids will be in play clothes. Mother-in-law actually laughed and said that would be my problem, not hers. My husband says if I do, it will embarrass him, though I'm seriously thinking of doing it, and my mother-in-law is still upset that I talked to her guests behind her back.
The fact that she's calling them her guests and not her children
it sounds
weird.
like there's other people. Okay, so I think it's both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the girl who told the story is not the
Grinch.
They're not the Grinch.
Because I feel like if you're old, like older than a kid, you should be able to wear what you want.
So I would agree with you to an extent. It sounds like they have a formal Christmas experience. So probably have formal seating where everybody sits. They probably have a table that's set. And she probably, gets pictures of everybody, and she just wants everybody to look nice on Christmas. I don't necessarily think that the mother-in-law is the Grinch here, but I do think that maybe that it's a little ta-ta for me.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is this woman married into this family, and I feel like probably had an idea that that's kind of how this would be. It really is just one night. And I'm assuming that's what a lot of the comments are, that it's just like,
you're being invited. Yeah. It was that you're being invited to someone else's home. Yeah. And if this is the expectation, don't go if you don't want to be the expectation.
But I feel like if you're not doing anything, you're just hanging out and watching people open presents, it's not that big of a deal to wear.
Yeah.
But if you're taking pictures and doing something, like you would dress nice, it's kind of like if you're taking pictures at a wedding, you need to look nice.
And I think that if you were to look at the way that a wedding is and a wedding reception is, where you sit down and everybody's having a formal dinner, I think this is how this family celebrates Christmas. And at the end of the day, you don't have to do that in your home, but I do feel like talking around the mother.
Yeah.
It just sounds like drama that didn't need to be. But
like triangulation.
I also would hate to have to dress up all fancy, but it is.
I would too, but I'd probably suck it up and do it.
Yeah.
I do think it sounds like the OP has some, because she made multiple comments about like pitting the women against each other, a beauty competition. It sounds like maybe she has some deeper rooted like issues about maybe confidence, but like maybe
bigger feelings about women.
Maybe she just kind of sounds like she's very feminist and doesn't think that women need to conform to a certain ideal of beauty, a certain standard of beauty. She's like, whatever. That's for her. That's great. If those are her opinions, this family has different opinions. And that's kind of what marriage does, is you bring these two cultures and two sets of values together and you compromise. Yeah. So, well,
and when her husband said, it would embarrass him.
I didn't like
if she showed up in sweats. Like you do need to think about how that affects
because
everybody.
Yes, your actions impact other people.
Please don't do that. Like,
he's asking nicely.
Yeah. I don't like that he said he'd be embarrassed by it, but he's probably not wrong. He's probably not lying. If you're the only person, everyone's in like black tie, cocktail, whatever attire, and you're in sweats, you are going to stick out and people are going to talk about you and people are going to talk about you to your husband probably. And it's just not going to make anything more like, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she has an issue with her mother-in-law anyway.
Yep.
So I just don't think that anything the mother-in-law, first of all, the mother-in-law kind of sounds hideous too. She doesn't sound great.
I was going to say, they both sound like they don't like each other.
Yeah, they don't sound like they get along. And it's just.
But yeah, I picked this
undecided.
I picked this one because Reddit really did go hard.
And that's crazy.
Hard for her saying, no, you are the Grinch here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think.
And now I'm kind of feeling like she kind of is the Grinch. Because
don't let us change your opinion, girl. Stand on business.
I feel like also if the husband, like, it's just family. But if you're in public and everyone else is dressed nice and you're wearing sweatpants, that would embarrass him.
It's kind of like when we go out and we have to like say to Corbin, like, hey, you need to put something on other than the sweatpants or a hoodie.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, why? And you're like, well, because we're gonna look a little nicer.
Yeah. It's just social expectations of looking nice. It just sounds like they have a very specific expectation for the holidays. Because she doesn't imply that it's like this all the time.
Yeah.
It's just at Christmas. So I feel like
and she also said she doesn't like care about her kids and stuff. So I'm like,
there's a lot going on.
A lot of in the background. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I the Grinch for not accepting a cat as a Christmas gift for my daughters and demanding my mom take it away with her? What do we think right off the bat?
I feel like she's a Karen. I mean, she's the Grinch.
Not me.
Okay. Very different perspectives. I love it. Okay. So me and my partner have twin daughters, Daisy and Sylvia, 9 years old. Partner is currently 5 months pregnant. My daughters are going through a cat phase. Love everything cat at the moment, basically. Problem is, my partner is deathly allergic to cats. Can't be around a cat without stuffy nose or rashes type allergic. Daisy and Sylvia know this and understand they can't get a kitten, but they've been a bit sad about it. Bottom line, they understand why they can't have one as much as 9-year-olds who love their parent can. The cat phase has been brought up many times on family calls. My mom is like, oh man, just get them a cat. And I always remind her of why I can't. She keeps saying, wouldn't you girls like to have a cat? And they're like, we can't because of Bubby. That's the partner's name. Christmas rolls around and everyone mails gifts, etc. Many cat-themed things. Everyone's happy. Around noon, my mom calls me and tells me she has an extra gift for the girls. She's coming over. She shows up 30 minutes later with a box, brings it into the house, and I'm like, what is it? Partner starts getting woozy immediately. I'm like, what is it? Opens the box, whole beep kitten. Sylvia and Daisy lose their minds and start petting it. I also lose my mind for a very different reason. My partner runs out of the house, already rashes. I do admit I blew half a gasket on my mom. Like, what the absolute heck were you thinking? And she claimed to not know that they have an allergy. That's nonsense. It's not a secret.
Okay, sorry, you can finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but no, you're good. It's not a secret, so why in the world was she trying to kill them, essentially? I'm like, take the cat back with you immediately. It is not a toy. The girls are crying now. My mom starts to cry and says she thought it was a thoughtful gift that she bought it and all, and says I'm ruining the girls' happiness. I close the box and essentially kick my mom out. The girls are upset, and I have to deal with them while sanitizing and vacuuming the whole living room as my partner sits in the car with rashes and a runny nose. I didn't think I overreacted, but apparently now my mom has a stress fever and hasn't stopped crying.
Oh.
And my aunt is furious with me. They seem very hung up on the fact that I, quote, indirectly accused my mom of trying to kill my partner. Well, the girls are sad, and while they understand, they're still sad, and guilt is starting to settle in. I know there's no way that I could have let them keep that cat, but I want to know if I could have handled it a bit better. I'll fully admit to getting very, very angry, and I took a bit of it out on the girls. Oh, I don't love that. I've lived with a toxic family half my life, and they're really good at guilting, and that plus the girls' sadness is screwing with my head, and I also don't feel like being civil with them. Unbiased judgments would be great. Unbiased judgments is an oxymoron. A judgment is a bias.
I don't feel like she's a Grinch.
Okay.
Because the kids understood why, and the grandma of the kids knew they couldn't have a cat. So I don't feel like she.
You take it back.
I don't feel like she's a Grinch.
You should not buy pets for people as gifts.
Never.
You should not give pets as gifts unless you have spoken to
and gotten explicit permission.
Yeah. It just feels really icky. It feels purposeful. It sounds like the mother is definitely like maybe doesn't like the significant other. Yeah, and is like,
LOL, joke's on you, go get some rashes. Or maybe thought that they were lying, that the allergy wasn't real.
Yeah, either way, there was a huge boundary crossed.
Yeah.
She didn't talk to the mom at all. Yeah. And while I could see her, you said I don't like that when she's like, I kind of took it out on the girls. But I could see the girls were like, probably like, what?
Yeah.
And she's like, we can't have this cat or whatever.
Yeah, and I see that. I would hope that they weren't mad that they got the cat. Like that the parent wasn't upset. Like, we can't have them. How dare you get this cat type thing. Because that's not, but I can see.
It sounds like the mother-in-law is the Grinch because
the biggest Grinch. Yeah. Very intentional.
Yeah, not cool. I will just put this out there. You can get me a cat for any holiday or any event.
You want for Christmas?
No, I'm just kidding.
Your dad would be mad.
Dad would be the Grinch. No, 2 kittens and a cat is enough. With 2 dogs. We have 1 animal per person in our families. I think that the person posting probably has had blurred boundaries in their family for a long time. Yeah. And that's why she feels guilty. She should not.
Nope. No need for guilt. That was definitely a boundary, like you said, that got crossed.
Yeah.
So that's kind of all we've got. Not kind of. I say kind of a lot.
That is all we have.
That's all she wrote, folks.
Did you have a good time with us?
That's all, folks. I feel like Bianca should try to do a podcast episode without saying kind of.
Yeah, good luck.
Or so.
I kind of would struggle. So it would be bad.
What word do you say a lot?
Absolutely. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like you should try to also do an episode without saying that.
Maybe we pay a quarter.
Thank you, Brinley, for joining us on this very special episode.
Far away, it looks like me and Mom are matching.
Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
It was so fun. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Good.
So you liked judging the Grinches and the non-Grinches? Mm-hmm. Well, you can come back another time.
Yeah. Maybe on another Hot Takes episode or something and get some opinions. We got a lot to talk about next year.
Yep.
So thank you guys for joining us today. Tune in next week for our yearly wrap up on hot takes and trends and reflection.
Yes.
I'm Bianca.
I'm Brinley.
And I'm Hannah.
And we are Taking Back Sunday.
Perfect.
Yay! Good job, B. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Ladies. Like if one of my brothers, women, that sounded incredibly misogynistic because my mom spent New Year's and oh my gosh, I can't read today. Also, Brinley, you don't have to wait for us to stop talking. If you want to say something, just start talking. That's kind of how we vibe. We stop most of the time if someone else talks. I was actually thinking, speaking of like decorations, I think that we should leave this up all year and just decorate it with different like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, a themed tree. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. I'm really conflicted about because I agree with you where it's like, it doesn't sound like it's that.
Why do you laugh every time you talk to her?
Because she keeps moving the tree.
Okay.
It's going.
Listen, it's got opinions too.
Okay.
Last night, my fiance began getting screenshots from random people. Stop looking at the tree. I know it's shaking. If the tree is a shaking, we be baking. We needed to have one blooper.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to say, I'm Bianca, I'm Brinley, I'm Hannah, and we are, and then all together we say,
again, okay?
Taking Back Sunday.
Okay?
Okay?
Okay.